What's the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Uncle RZA, back in the building with this Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Shout out to Snow and his mans. This is my drink of choice on a cold ass Wednesday night. In the crib enjoying this. I want to do something that you never see happen too often around here. I'm gonna defend EA, man. Let me make something very clear to you guys. I feel like a lot of our new subscribers, they ain't really get the synergy that we got going on around here, and they're really getting used to me and Snow and Nigel, a lot of the other guys running around. Let me tell you, we got a lot of issues with a lot of shit, and rightfully so. Opinions change on a daily basis or on a season or based on game release. Sometimes we may say fuck a company, like I've been saying fuck EA for a very long time, because EA be doing some scumbag shit. EA be fucking up games like Battlefield 4. But I want to be fair, man. You gotta be fair. You gotta call it what it is. And the target of this is Activision. I'm defending EA and I'm pointing at fucking Activision. And not, you know what, not even Activision. Fuck Activision too, by the way. But Ubisoft. Let me tell you something. But first of all, let's go back to Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was coming off a strong showing with Battlefield 3. And I really had to applaud EA. This is outside of the dumb shit that they do with the yearly release of Madden. And they can't seem to get the fucking NBA Live series right. And a whole bunch of the shit. The Need for Speeds have been really solid for them, and I've really enjoyed the last one. But Battlefield 4 was following closely on the heels of Battlefield 3, and it was a very exciting time to get the next version in the franchise, see what they had to offer, and that game was fucked up. And I've never spent so much money on one game that was fucked up. Like, EA made a jackass out of me. Let me tell you, I bought that game on my 360, it was fucked up. I played the beta on the 360, it was fucked up. Then I bought it and it was fucked up. Then I got rid of my 360, bought the shit on my Xbox One again for the second time, and it was fucked up. I got a gaming rig to do mostly the videos that we do now. But I got a GTX 780 Ti, so what else am I gonna go get to play to showcase the power of my new ball system, Battlefield 4? So I bought that for the third fucking time, and it was still fucked up. And it's crazy, like, all the while I had premium, and they kept trying to patch it. And it was fucked up, and for a while I was in my full swing. Fuck EA. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. Then they came out with the Hardpoint beta, and that was less fucked up. It was pretty good, actually. But again, it was like, fuck EA. Because Hardpoint felt like an expansion. Hardpoint had all the fixes that should have been in Battlefield 4. And that shit pissed me off even more. And as time progressed, I started to notice these guys at DICE were fucking relentless. They were not stopping. They came out with the CTE. I forgot what the fuck it stand for, the community, whatever the fuck, where it was the sandbox environment. It was almost like Battlefield 4 in beta mode, where they would test the latest patches and game balances, and that was a big hit with the PC guys. Now I understand they moved some of those servers over to the console world. So there was a real effort that they made there, and that was dope. I was still pissed, and then they said, you know what, we're gonna delay Hardline. And I was less pissed. I applauded them for that. Because the only other thing they could have done with Hardline is release that shit as part of the Battlefield 4 premium for free, or charge $20 for it. I was real curious to see how they were going to slide that shit under the tree. They would have been lynched mob. Fuck that. But they did the right thing by pushing it back to really, one, make sure all the fixes in Battlefield 4 were ironed out, because it was running in parallel with Hardline. So whatever fixes Hardline had, or Battlefield 4 had, it was autonomous across the board, and that was good. So get your shit right first, yes, applause. And then the good part of it was they really pushed it back to add more value to that game, to make it less of an add-on or more of its own thing. And there's some conversation around that I'm just not going to have yet. I'm waiting for that game to surface, and then I'll dig in. But that was the right move on EA's behalf, or DICE, whatever you want to say. I'm going to just say EA for the sake of the topic here. And then you have things like, they came out and said, yo, we're taking Need for Speed off the yearly release schedule. And I thought that was so dope. And I feel like it was much needed for that series, because that series is all over the fucking place. There's no consistency in that game. When you say Need for Speed, it could be like 4 or 5 different experiences. You don't know what you're going to get. Is it a track game? Is it a half-ass simulator? Is it full arcade in the city, in the country? Like, is it the cop and robber shit? Like, what is it? It's been back and forth. And I mean, these games have been solid, but I like when they pulled it back to say, hang on, let's refocus, let's get it right, and let's nail this. I like that. And that's where EA currently stands. The last Madden was really dope. They changed a lot of the engine in there, and it was just a solid entry in the Madden series. So EA's been riding a high horse right about now. Good for them. Then comes Ubisoft with the Watch Dogs shit, with the nerfing of the PC version, and that pissed me off, because I went out and got the PC version, would not run right. Meanwhile, the fucking Xbox version is running okay, which was still half-assed, by the way. Then I played The Crew, not feeling that shit. Division's coming. I got no hope for that anymore. I got no... It's like, what's going on, guys? Far Cry came out. The game is half-assed. People complaining about all type of shit. And it's really... I feel like people are not digging into Ubisoft, because coming off of that first E3 for the next gen, Ubisoft was looking like the hero for gaming. And then the games they release one after the next has been fucking sucking. And I will listen, man. Let me tell you, my Rainbow Six, don't fuck that up. That's the part that's really eating me alive right now. Is I need to see what they're doing with this Rainbow Six, man. I really need to see what they're doing. But, and then, Activision, oh man, fuck Activision. They're not doing a terrible job, but I feel like Activision fucked up Destiny. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at a development studio like Bungie, and you see what they've done with years of Halo, and then you see what they've done with Destiny, it's sort of embarrassing. It's fucking appalling and frustrating, because this is a company that a development studio that's used to delivering nothing but quality. And it's crazy because the quality they deliver is not the quality we're used to. This is the quality that Bungie's used to delivering is trend and industry set and shit. Things like lobbies, how online lobbies should work. Things like having a fucking score for your entire game. You're emotionally attached to the music in the intro without you even knowing it. The character design, the way the story is just intertwined with all these different offshoots of games and books and fucking movies and all. This is Bungie. And then you look at Destiny, you say, what the fuck happened here? I can't say comfortably and sleep good at night that Bungie fucked Destiny up. I think it was Activision and their aggressive timelines and their indecisiveness as to what to do, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wrote a book about this shit and they found out that Activision was micromanaging Destiny. I'm sorry, Activision was micromanaging Bungie. And this is something I've been saying for months. When you look at Bungie when they were at Microsoft, there was no pressure. People would kick and scream on stage at E3 and throw their panties on the stage. But when is the next Halo coming? And Microsoft would just say, yo, when it's ready, it's ready. Activision just does not, that doesn't exist over there. Fuck them too. The point here is, ease up off of EA, man. And EA right now is the lesser of the evils, if you will. And I left Capcom out. Fuck Capcom. Let me tell you. But this really spawned, this conversation came about in the Facebook group on Ignorant Gamers, where one of the dudes, Corey, asked if fanboys were ruining the gaming industry, and I said no. Fanboys are not ruining the gaming industry. If they're doing anything, they're helping the gaming industry. They might not be helping the mental health of each other, but this feud going back and forth is selling consoles, and that's good for all of us. What's ruining the gaming industry is these publishers with their crazy deadlines and their pre-order behavior. Check out that video I did where I go into depth in my pre-orders and why you shouldn't pre-order shit. But yeah, I'm defending EA right now. Where's the Battlefield hardline? Come through with that, EA. I'm excited to see what the next Need for Speed looks like. And yeah, just adjust your scopes, baby. Let's ADS at fucking Ubisoft right now, because they are fucking up. It's your boy, Uncle Brizza. I'm out of here, man. Peace.